Hello. So for assignment 2, what we did to begin with was import system, getopt, socket, threading, and OS, all required for the code. This first try and accept statements basically does the same thing as the last project, which is to determine the options in the command line, except this time we are looking at L to determine if it's a server or not. Next we set argc to be equal to the length of args. And if argc is less than 1, we simply say that we need the port number and show what the args value is, and then exit the system. Otherwise, if that's not the case, we set port number equal to the int form of args 0. And then if argc is greater than 1, we define server as being args at 1, else server is equal to localhost. Then we set sockets default timeout with a value of 5, and then we check if options is equal to L, basically determining whether or not it's a server or a client. In the event that it is L, it's a server. We then create the server sockets and do all the binding. I'm not going to do this line by line because this is the boilerplate code we got in class. For else, if it's not L, then it's a client, and same thing, boilerplate code. I'm not going to go over it. But beyond that, created a send function which takes variable message, which takes the read line, which is what the user is inputting. And while message is true, sock sends the message encoded to the either client or server. And message is then the next line, and this continues until message has a 0 value. We then create a send thread with a target equal to send, and we start the thread. Scrolling down. Finally, we try to do a toPrint value, which is equal to what the sock is receiving, the client's receiving, and we set it to false if it doesn't have any value. Then we set while toPrint is true, we print out what the message is, and then we once again try to receive something, and if we don't receive anything, we set it to false. This continues until obviously we don't receive anything. Once we don't receive anything, we join the threads, and then after that we close the client sock, and then we check if the options are equal to L, which means it's the server, and then we close that. And finally we do os._exit, which immediately terminates the assignment. And that's it. Thank you.